You've got a problem. You've got a product and a business that you really want to make work, but not a huge amount of money to actually make that happen. So in this video, I'm breaking down 5 powerful zero-cost marketing strategies that any farm business can start using today using tools that you already have. So let's get into it. I've seen this situation countless times over the years where clients spend all their time and money bringing a product to market only to realise that they have nothing left to market it when it hits the shelves. And so much of the advice out there is irrelevant for smaller brands. You're not Nike, venture capital backed, and don't have a huge amount of money to spend on digital ad campaigns or flashy billboards, which in turn makes a lot of small farm and rural businesses feel left behind. But here's the truth. The most effective marketing today is organic. It's authentic, it's personal, and it's absolutely free. And it all starts with one of these. The foundations of any organic, read free, marketing strategy is content, and the best thing is that you don't need a fancy DSLR camera or studio setup to make it work. All you need is the camera on your smartphone. Share your expertise, share your backstory, show the product in action, film behind the scenes content, or film customer testimonials, and use these to market your product or your service. Some people might feel uncomfortable or awkward talking to camera, but all it takes is a bit of practice. I would strongly encourage you to get on camera because faceless brands just don't work anywhere near as well these days. People want to connect with real people, and for smaller farm businesses this can actually be one of your biggest strengths. You're not a big faceless corporate giant, you're a real authentic personable brand, so use your size to your advantage. And once you have all this content, what do you do with it? Well, first things first, get it on social media. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, they're all free, and whilst they will require time and effort, they won't cost you a single penny to get started. Social media is one of the best, most cost-effective ways to generate awareness for your products and farm business. But the key here is to focus. Analyse where your target audience is most active and then focus there. Each social media platform exists on its own little ecosystem and it has its own nuances and what makes it tick. Simply posting the same content across multiple platforms just doesn't work these days, and trying to be everywhere will lead to burnout. Trust me, I've been there. If your business focuses on B2B sales, then LinkedIn's a great place to start. Or if you have a younger demographic, then TikTok is one of the best for organic reach. If you have a service-based offering, then YouTube is a really powerful way to educate others and get your name out there, just like what I'm doing here in this video. And if you're struggling for content ideas, then social media is great for inspiration. Have a look at others in your niche or posts that have done well and just take inspiration from those. Yes, this will cost you time and energy, but it will cost you nothing financially. Secondly, speaking gigs and podcasting are another great way to cost effectively get your business and products out to an eager group of listeners. Now, I'm not suggesting that you've got to go and start your own podcast, rather become a guest on someone else's with an established farming audience. I used to co-host the Farmers Weekly and Farming Funny podcasts, and it's always great to have guests on to share their experiences because it brings another dynamic to the episode. Luckily in farming, especially here in the UK, there are a ton of farming podcasts to listen to, so all you need to do is search Spotify or Apple Podcasts and just make some inquiries, introduce yourself. Again, the key here is this isn't a sales pitch or a blatant promotion of your product or your business. You are there to add value. Yes, you can share your backstory and involvement in the industry, but look at problems that your product solves and how that can benefit others in a similar situation. And the same goes for speaking gigs. There are a load of industry events, seminars and webinars that organisers are always crying out for guest speakers who have value to offer. Publications such as the Farmers Weekly or the Farmers Guardian host sessions throughout the year, and these are a great way to cost effectively get your name out there. Even better, if you do get the opportunity to be a guest or speaker at one of these events, then film it and record it and use that as content on social media. Next up, you're going to need a website, and whilst you technically can get one for free, I'm going to break slightly with the title of this video because I don't recommend using a free website. It's better to invest a little to get a much better outcome. But in saying that, if you do want a free website, then there are providers like Wix who do offer completely free plans with free hosting. But of course, the downside is that you'll have to have a subdomain like yourwebsite.wixsite.com in the address, and you'll have adverts on your website, which quite frankly, nobody wants. So for as little as £10 a month, you can get a good website up and running, and once you've got that, then you're going to have to create something of value that prospective customers can access or download in exchange for an email address. This, of course, is more commonly known as a lead magnet. While social media is great for generating awareness for your business, it's not great at selling, especially if you have a more expensive product or one that requires a longer sales cycle. Whilst, of course, there are some people who will land on your website and be ready to buy, the vast majority will be in research mode and need more time to make up their mind. And this is where your lead magnet comes in. Now, this can be a PDF or a video download, a guide or a podcast episode that helps your target audience solve a pain point they're experiencing at the moment. Again, this isn't a showcase or hard sell of your product, it's adding value to your target customers. If you want to get an example of what this looks like, then you can click the link below and check out my lead magnet on my website. Now, I specialise in agricultural marketing, and my lead magnet helps business owners and businesses within agriculture become better marketers. It's a video that outlines the 3 foundations of great marketing, why agricultural businesses struggle with their marketing, and most importantly, how to fix that. So how do you make this look and feel professional? Well, if you want to make a PDF or template, then you can download services like Canva or DaVinci Resolve for video editing for free. I'm not in any way associated or affiliated with any of these. These are just products that I use. And be warned though, if you do download the free versions, then I can virtually guarantee that you're going to sign up for the paid version because they are both so insanely useful. Now, I've saved the best for last. This is where you're able to convert potential customers into paying customers without having to battle another algorithm shift or rely on anyone else. Email has been around for decades, but still remains one of the best ways to actually sell to your target audience. You can build trust and develop a relationship with these customers who may still be in research mode that positions your product and service as the best solution to their problem. Again, this isn't a constant sales pitch, it's about offering value through tips, tricks and advice that all help them solve a pain point that they're experiencing right now. Hopefully you'll already be creating this type of content on your website or through podcast episodes or social media to feed into these emails. You see how it all comes together? Which should make creating these emails a lot easier. And tying this back to the title of this video, then there are a ton of free email marketing providers out there. Companies like MailChimp, Brevo and OmniSend, which allow you to get up and running for nothing. These will of course have various restrictions and subscriber limits to them, but they do allow you to get your business and marketing off the ground without costing you anything. So there you have it. 5 top ways to market your farm business with zero budget. I am firmly of the belief that your marketing shouldn't have to cost you the earth. Yes, it will cost you time and energy to create the content, but it doesn't have to cost you much financially, at least not in the beginning. Once you do get your business off the ground, then you can start looking at investing a small amount of money into your marketing to get better mics for audio on your content, for example, or access new features in your email marketing platforms. If you want help getting started with your content or need someone to take the weight of digital marketing off your shoulders, then that's exactly what I do. I work with farm businesses to tell their stories and grow their brands online. So click the link below to find out more or download the free guide on how to become a better marketer. And here's a little bonus tip for anyone who's made it this far. I get asked all the time, what is the most powerful and best medium in the world? Any guesses? It's not social media, it's not advertising, it is word of mouth. PR builds brands, advertising maintains them. Let me just say that again. PR builds brands, advertising maintains them. Getting your product or story into media publications can be a game changer for your brand, but here's the catch. You have to give them something worth talking about. You have to be unique enough to capture attention, and that requires being different, not better. And if you want to know how to do that, and an example of someone who's been able to do that consistently over the years, then watch this video here.